Comic Talk. This is JD Dishman, and this is me just venting out some gripe I had. Okay, here we go. Tony Stark, Iron Man, issue 7, and the story is pretty decent, I guess, but the thing that got me upset is the cover, you know. And guess what else got me upset? They put Stan Lee's name on the cover. That sucks. That's right, people. I was the first to point out this cover is just like some sort of Attack on Giants with a symbiote and junk like that. I mean, seriously. Man, why did they kept this cover? And why did they put Stan Lee's name on this abomination? They could have done it on the next comic. Oh, man, this is so sick. And I mean, seriously, they put Tony in a weird, you know, in a weird position, eaten up by the Iron Man, and they could have put Stan Lee's name on a different comic book of Iron Man, but no, they had to put it on this one. They could have just skipped this month and put out Iron Man 8, and that would have, Stan Lee's name would have been in. Despite that, I like this photo of Stan Lee. It's pretty good, but, well, not photo, but sketch, but my other biggest beef, why the heck in black? I mean, you could have just wrote something, you know, put some of the saying Stan Lee was at Excelsior, Stan True Believer. I don't know what else you would have put over here, but yeah, put something. Then lead up to Stan Lee. This is just crazy. This is just crazy. The rest is pretty decent, I guess. It's just, yeah. Then there's Tony versus, well, Arsenal. Round something. How many times has Tony fought Arsenal? A couple of times. Did he reverse it? And here's the funny thing. We're in a version of Tony's, you know, house when he was a kid. It's pretty weird. I kind of saw, whoa, irony. It's pretty cool that made it look like he's getting out of it like a suit of armor. And everything. And it's got this funny thing where Tony's mom shows up. It's disturbing, isn't it? Imagine Amanda meeting her. And then you just... Everyone is in shock and horror. My biggest beef, after Tony says this, well, maybe it's not my biggest beef. It kind of makes me a little conflicted, but it's not this part. Actually, yeah. I mean, seriously. That's so... Okay. Why? But then again, I thought, okay, if it's supposed to be almost like Rick and Morty-ish, that makes a lot of sense. Then Tony gets in his armor. I like the scene. This shot is very cool. I like armor-up scenes. I mean, seriously. I'm a big sucker for those. And when the armor comes on, I'm a big sucker for those shots. Okay, here's the thing I'm conflicted on. They've actually drawn, you know, Friday a little bit different now, and she looks like she's scared or something. And she downloads herself back into Tony's armor, but Tony needed an AI in order to, you know, Tony needed to find an AI, not AI, but needed an AI to fly his suit. Yeah, that's what I said. And the problem is he couldn't trust the motherboard program, so basically Tony had to take Friday, use her in the suit and stuff. And it seems to be Friday's a little bit, you know, claustrophobically stuck. She wasn't like that in the Brian Michael Bendis room, but then again, having her own body might have changed her. I kind of like how the Extremis suit's new design looks. I like how the new suit looks a little bit. I know it's the Extremis suit, but it looks different. Way different. I like they decided to do their own creative license to it. And this is pretty cool. Yeah. I like that they came up with a new plan for the controllers, that you wanted to use Tony's product and make people get up and shoot people with it. They don't know its difference. And then there's Tony Stark. Yeah. I don't care if this doesn't get monetized. I don't care if it gets removed. I'm just venting out my issue with the whole... Not that. Actually, I like that they honor Stan Lee, but this and this, I mean, seriously. Even Stan Lee would be upset that they didn't put his favorite phrases on here, like in big text. And I think Stan Lee, if he was still editor-in-chief, he would literally say, wait, this is what they did? I mean, seriously. And at the end, guess what they did? They actually did do the thing I was saying they wanted. Put in Stan's soapbox. And they even break that. I mean, seriously. I say, Marvel, you guys suck now. You didn't even honor Stan Lee, the guy who literally gave you all your toys properly. Ugh. I would have preferred a different Iron Man cover for that one. If you were going to honor Tony's creator, one of them at least, Stan Lee. So, anyway, this is J.D. Dishman, the comic. Cool. Signing off. My fellow comic otaku.